Elegance, function, vaulted ceilings, all on one story. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the Hideaway plan. So excited to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Got an amazing tour for you today. This right here is where one-story luxury meets live-in hill country charm, right here in Liberty Hill. And honestly, it's done right. I'm talking about every bedroom has its own bath, 3-car tandem garage, and it's more than move-in ready. It's future ready. So many of my clients are looking for great one-story homes that provide tremendous value and are appropriately priced. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hideaway plan. And this is built by Coventry Homes, and it is a phenomenal floor plan. It is one of the best one-story floor plans built by Coventry Homes. In today's video, we're gonna get a deep dive look at all the different aspects of the Hideaway plan. Take a look at this. As soon as you come in, beautiful soaring ceilings, really beautiful high ceilings in this one-story plan. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a phenomenal one-story home. 4 bedrooms, 4 full bath, and 2,879 square feet. On a single story where you have an office, you have a dedicated flex space, you have beautiful design and immense natural light all throughout this home. This right here is a beautiful floor plan, and it's priced at a very nice, approachable $624,000 single-story home in one of the hottest growing communities in all of Central Texas. I'm talking about Lariat subdivision in Liberty Hill, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a phenomenal one-story home with tremendous value and upside. And as you know, everything always begins right here in the kitchen. Take a look at this beautiful kitchen right here. You have a beautiful white on white 42-inch upper cabinets, this center island, and a beautiful quartz cabinet countertop. And it's basically the contrast with the very unique pattern of tile that really has a beautiful contrast within this kitchen. But the thing I love about it is an oversized kitchen countertop, which is so important. So many of my clients are telling me that I want to have a large center island for entertaining purposes. I'm going to stand here in what is the main dining area, and we're gonna look at all the different aspects of this kitchen. But this right here, having like just something simple as this, a beautiful area where you have some shelving, it's on both sides. So very, very nice. At this price point, this is a phenomenal one-story floor plan that I'm so happy and glad we're able to bring it to the channel. There's a lot of detail within ceiling treatments as you walk into the home, and as you see this entire floor plan, it is very, very logically laid out where the bedrooms that have baths, where they are located, the flex space, where the office is located, and the primary bedroom. So we're gonna look at all those things right here, because Lariat is definitely one of the hottest areas in all of Central Texas. We're located right off of Country Road 214, and right now it's in the works, but on Williamson County's website, they have stated that Country Road 214 will one day connect with 183, making it that much easier to get to all the different aspects of the city and not having to take Country Road 214 down all the way to Highway 29 and then get to 183 South. If you can exit this community and get access to 183 South and get into Austin, then look out, everybody, because that is gonna be a game changer for this community, rivaling some of the hottest places to be, because it gives you so much peace and you're able to get quickly to other parts of the city and not have to be stuck in gridlock traffic. This right here, beautiful open dining area that can really fit a really nice sized table. I'm gonna take a couple steps back just so you get a really nice idea. But what I really like about it is having these picture windows with no panes. It really emits a beautiful natural light within this kitchen area and dining area where obviously we spend so much of our time. As you come straight down this hall to the right, you have a utility room. Across from there, we have the ever so important pantry, which we'll take a look at, and then the garage area. In this utility room, we have a little bit of cabinetry, a place right here where we can hang clothes, so that's great. And you know, because you're utilizing space in a unique way, you have your mud area within the utility room. One of the things I'm telling so many of my clients who are building from scratch, definitely please add a plug right here. You will love it because so many of our kids right now, they are needing to plug those devices, those laptops every single day before we go out to the garage. I'm getting ahead of myself. Got to show the pantry. This pantry is an okay size for a home this size of almost 2,900 square feet. Let me know what you think on the channel. Would love to know your feedback. Obviously, we can always add shelving because we have a plenty of space with these high ceilings. But I would love to see what you think about the size of this pantry right here. Right here within the garage, really nice 3-car tandem garage. And it's a finished garage where it's not textured, but it's fully painted. We have trim, really nice, full irrigation. And one of the things that I'll show you about irrigation that's very important as you're building your home, a little piece of paper I saw kind of hanging out. I'm gonna make sure I show you that piece of paper because it's really important to keep that in a safe place. But right here, we got a 240 for electric charging or whatever you need here in the future. But I love this right here. You know, if you only have 2 vehicles, but let's say one of them is a Tahoe, Suburban, Expedition, a large SUV, you need to have that length. And so many times, garages are only getting smaller and smaller from a width standpoint and from a length standpoint. So I love this, even if you have 2 cars, because you got storage and you got a place for a large pickup truck or SUV. Straight ahead, we have our water softener loop and tankless water heater. So really nice. The only thing I don't see here, I could be missing it, but I would love to see a whole home shutoff, which is very important to have in new construction. So one of the things I wanted to mention that I saw earlier here was this piece of paper right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is very important. Your irrigation plan, where you know how many heads you have, where they're located. This is laminated, and I like it when really good builders do this because it's so vital and so important to know in the future when you're adding a pool, outdoor kitchen, anything, where is everything, and keep this in a handy spot. I just saw it laying on the floor. I wanted to put it right there, but these are the kind of details that are really important when you're building your forever home or purchasing your existing home. Because at the time of this recording, this home is available for sale and it is a phenomenal value at $624,000. This home is a really beautiful 1-story plan. We are going to end off at the front of the home, but right now, because we're standing right in the middle of the home, we left the kitchen and garage area. Now we're heading into the office. You have divided doors, but they're not divided light doors, but really pretty in terms of, I like the windows here, all the Cat 5e. I don't see any RG6, but I do see Cat 5e drops here. So really nice to have a fan. Would have loved to see some can lights in here, but very nice nonetheless. And as I mentioned, these doors are solid doors in this inventory home, not divided light doors, but it can be fully upgradable. So I wanted to show you this. If you build a home from scratch, but in this particular configuration, the way they have it, they had it as double doors. One of the things that I really like about this floor plan, and so many of my clients who built 2-story homes many years ago that say, hey, you know what? I would have loved to have a flex area or a media room or a game room, something where I could have had it on the first floor. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is awesome, because right here where your bedroom number 4 would be, your guest bedroom, you have an amazing flex space that is the main area that leads outside to your beautiful covered patio. So it just makes sense and very logical that this could be a wonderful game room or media room, however you'd like to configure it. But it's really, really nice to have this space in a 1-story plan, and where it's located kind of away from everybody, because you got 2 rooms at the front of the home that have an ensuite bath. And then you have this room right here where you have a bedroom number 4. This is the only bedroom that does not have an ensuite bath. So you walk into this room. It's a really good size, 12 by 10 probably, basic size room here. Walk-in closet, really nice, good size walk-in closet here. And as we go down here, within this bathroom, I really like the selections they have here. They have this hexagon black tile that goes kind of well with this honey kind of color in terms of what's here on the LVP. And then we have this tile, very simple, kind of matte finish tile. They stopped it right kind of where the window is, didn't go all the way to the top. But based on the price point, I get it, but I would have loved to see that. It doesn't cost that much more from a material standpoint. But if you do, trust me when I tell you, if you add tile all the way to the top, it really makes the space feel that much larger. It is a cheat code to make the space feel so much larger than it really is. Before we go down to the primary bedroom, I'd like to show one more time, panning right to left. Beautiful view of this 1-story plan. This Hideaway plan is a really strong, phenomenal home. And take a look at this right here. This primary bedroom is a really nice primary bedroom. You have multiple closets. When we go into that bathroom, you have a place for makeup in there. And in this bedroom right here, with this tray ceiling and these 4 cans, it is just a beautiful size bedroom. You know, this home being almost a little over 2,800 square feet, I'd love to see a bedroom that's this size. And when you have beautiful views that look out, you know, there's so much very beautiful topography here in Lariat and Liberty Hill, Texas, where you get all these majestic oak trees. You got some elms, yeah, you got some cedars, but they kept the good trees, you know, and they're beautiful. And it's really, really something to appreciate when you see all the beautiful things that we have here in Central Texas. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, I really like it when new builders do this, where we have a pull through. If you want to hang your TV, you don't got to worry about, you know, making holes in the wall and everything. You got a conduit. You got a Cat 5e drop right here. So they've done everything for us. And these are the kind of details that I really look for. So really nice to have a protected GFI. Really nice details within the switches here as well. I'll show you before we walk into the restroom. But a really good sized room. As I kind of go left to right, standing in this corner, before we go into the restroom, I really wanted to point this out. Nice to have a little art niche right there, and then right here. Having that switch where we can control the variable speeds of the fan, little things like that, details like that at this price point are really nice, because honestly, it's not something that's very common. I don't see it. And speaking of things that are not common, this builder, Coventry Homes, the parent company of Coventry Homes is Dreamfinders. And Dreamfinders recently won an award. Now I know we're still in 2025, but they won an award for 2025 Builder of the Year from a large national publication. So it is one of the staple awards that everybody looks to win, every large builder. So that's really, really nice to see this. Really nice mud set here. Kind of like the tile we just saw in the other bathroom, but it's a smaller, more matte finish hexagon in the mud set. Really pretty. And then you got this 12 by 24 tile all the way to the top. You know, this right here just gives you that example of when you do it the right way and you put tile all the way to the top, it's really, really pretty and really makes the space feel that much larger. The thing that here I would have loved to see is having a niche But having this little shelving system right here is nice still. Yeah, it's gonna be in the way, you'll see it, but you got a place there for our Costco shampoo bottles of Pantene, of shampoo and conditioner, so that's really nice. Semi-frameless glass enclosure, not the thickest stuff, but once again, for the price point, I really feel it's appropriate and it's very, very nice. Got a nice area here for our makeup for the ladies, and we have 2 closets in this home. Let me know what you think about the size. We have a nice transom window here, and here is the entrance within the first closet. I believe this is the smaller one. I'm gonna close the door behind me just so I can show you all the different facets of this closet right here. These are one of the things I get questions on in the channel often is, Avi, hey, show us these closets. And as I open this door, I wanted to show you this vantage point of the primary bathroom right here. So we have that makeup area. You got dual vanities here and a really nice medicine cabinet. It's a really nice touch to see that. It pays homage to some of the homes we grew up with, so it's really, really nice. And this closet is a much nicer, larger closet right here. Unique shape as well. I'm gonna stand in here and close the door behind me just so I can show you all the different aspects of this closet right here. And the thing I like about this closet is, I'm gonna get to it right now, is they added extra rods all the way to the top, you know, for our winter jackets and our winter coats, and that's really nice. These are the kind of details that I definitely look for. On-cue panels, something that's very, very important. I'm always looking at these kind of things. Got a dedicated plug in here, got a conduit. The RG6 and the Cat 5e that they ran, it's all Cat 5e here. There's no RG6, and that's fine. That's great. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where Spectrum may not be available here, or some of those companies that offer RG6. So that's fine, and that's wonderful. As you come down this hallway, we're gonna go out to the covered patio before we end off at the front of the home. Love to know what you think about this floor plan. This Hideaway floor plan is a beautiful home. Really, really pretty. 4 bedrooms, 4 full bath on a single story, and you got tons of beautiful high ceilings. Take a look at this covered patio. Really pretty. And in this covered patio, what I really like is we got plenty of space out here for furniture, and we got an area over here for our future grill. Right here we have a gas line stub out, so we can add our grill there. We don't have to fill up any of those propane tanks. And a beautiful yard here that is flat, relatively flat. Slopes over here on the northwest corner for water as it falls into that retention pond that you see to the right of your screen. But really, really nice yard here. Would love to know what you think about this, where, you know, these 2 particular homes, they're obviously looking into the yard here. So these lots in this community, while some of them are really beautiful, some of them, obviously, the way the streets are configured, you would have this situation. So I'd love to know what you think about that. But one thing that I think you would agree with me is looking at the beautiful trees and the topography of this area of Liberty Hill is really, truly stunning. Very, very pretty. What a phenomenal covered patio area within this home right here. Before we go to the front of the home, we're gonna take a look at those 2 rooms. I missed this little area here, and I wanted to show you all the different storage options in this home. Really nice. I like the depth of this linen area, or a place where we can keep blankets, board games, what have you. Really nice. So this is a home that has really good storage, really good spaces. It feels, honestly, so much larger than 2,800 square feet as I walk this home. But at the front of the home, really like our 8-foot door. It's an 8-foot solid core wooden door. And we have these beautiful tray ceilings right here in the entrance. And we're gonna take a look at these rooms right at the front of the home. So first and foremost, as we go to the right here, I'm gonna pass up a small little coat closet, and we walk right into this room right here. Now, these rooms are very standard in size in terms of a new build, they are small. So I'm not gonna paint a picture that they're big. They're not. These are definitely smaller rooms, but in a creative space like this, where you're like, you know what, it's a small room, maybe a full size and a nightstand, or a twin size and a nightstand would be fine. But the closet is actually within the bathroom. So that's how creatively you're able to do this, is in these homes, squeeze out every square foot inch you can. You come in over here to the right, you got this very nice functional counter space, very nice light fixture. We're gonna walk through here and I'll shut some of these doors behind me so I can show you everything here. This right here is your walk-in closet. Really nice little ceiling treatment right here. Little cutout, so that's really nice. And this, I'm gonna stand within the closet so I can show you the vanity space from this angle, and I can show you the shower area. I'm kind of having to do a little Tetris. You know, it's that kind of size. So I appreciate you being patient with me and me showing you every different aspect I can. Here on the channel, I always want to be open and honest about everything you see. The good, the bad, everything. But this is really pretty in terms of the landscape they have out here. I really appreciate the trees and even the border they put of the stone. Not something I see, in all honesty, within the price point. So, and it's really nice front yard. So it's such a deep lot where you have a really nice front yard, which is not common on these, unique kind of cul-de-sac lots. And you still have a yard. Sometimes the backyard might be a little too close, but that's not the case. So really nice to see this. Right here within this room, this is a much larger room, really good size. And one thing that I was inaccurate about that I wanted to tell you was I thought that this room had an in-suite bath. It doesn't. I'm standing in the bathroom right now, so it's across the hall. So I guess in this home we have 2 bedrooms that have bathrooms that are across from each other, and only one other bedroom outside of the primary that has an ensuite bath. But good size closet and really good size depth to this room. In this room, easily a queen size bed, 2 nightstands, and a dresser, no problem at all. And then straight ahead, you have a really nice bathroom right here. Would have loved to see the tile all the way to the top, but nonetheless, really good size. And some of the things we didn't look at, I'm gonna show you, is just tons of storage. So you have storage right here in between, and kind of across the hall, that's where you had that coat closet. So we'd love to know what you think about this. Really nice, beautiful plan. Coventry Homes, as I mentioned, they recently won that award, their parent company, Dreamfinders. This is a phenomenal 1-story home. 4 bedrooms, 4 full bath, 3-car garage, on a cul-de-sac, single story with these kind of epic views. Nothing can distort these views because nothing can get built behind you for $624,000. Would love to know what you think. I hope that this tour brought you some value, and thank you so much. I look forward to bringing you the next video here on the channel.